Okay, so Tracy paid $130 for an item that was originally priced at $580. Okay, so what percent of the original price did Tracy pay? Okay, so that's a good question. What percent? So what percent of the original price did Tracy pay? Percent, I don't know if you've ever thought about percent, but percent equals the part over the whole. Have you ever thought about that? Like if I said, hey, we have 20 students and I'm hoping 10 people get A's. Well, that would be 50% or decimal 0.50, huh? Right? Because that's the part out of the whole class. That's half the class, 50% or 0.5, huh? Right? So percentage is always part over the whole. Or if I said that candy bar weighed 10 pounds, that's quite a candy bar, 10 pounds. I ate 5 pounds of candy bar. At 5 out of 10, that's half. Right? So a percentage is always a part of the whole, part over whole, isn't it? Part divided by whole. So, okay. So what is it saying then? Well, they want us to find the percent, and it's part over whole. 130 is the part she paid, and the whole price was 580. That goes down here. Right? She paid 130 out of 580. That's the part of the whole that Tracy paid. She paid 130 out of the whole price of 580, the original price by 580. What percentage is that? Well, so if we divide those on our calculator, which I'm going to do right now, I'm getting 0.22413, blah, 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 blah. Now, that's not a percentage yet, is it? See what it says? Percent, they want percent. So how do you, that's actually a decimal. This is a decimal, isn't it? So how do we change to percentage? We got to move it 2 places. So this will be 22.413. So there I am moving it to the right because I'm turning it into a percentage. So this is like what Alexander and I were talking about earlier. So now it's got to go to the right because I put on a percent symbol rather than take off a percent symbol. See the difference? Right? If you had this percentage and you wanted to go back to decimal, see how if you went back 2 places, it would go back. Now, the last thing is they said round to the nearest tenth. So that means you've got to come in here, and tenth means this right there, right? This is the 10th place, the first decimal, the nearest tenth. You remember how the places go? This is the 10th place. Next comes the 100th place. The first place after the decimal is called the 10th place. Okay, so I got to stop the first place after the decimal. So you draw the line there. This is a 1, which means you just leave it. So it's 22.4%. So how did we do that? We took the part over the whole, the 130 out of 580, got the decimal, changed it to a percentage, which had to move it right 2 places. There's 2 zeros in the percentage symbol. It's always a movement of 2 places. And then round and there's 10th. 10th is the first place after the decimal. So 22.4%. So she paid 22.4% of the price. And that looks like it, right? This looks like about a quarter of the price, about 25%, a little bit less, 22.4%. It's a reasonable answer. So there we go.